you tell us a benefit of the 3 sessions and the 7 sessions?
Well, really, we should talk about 10 sessions, and that's a little more challenging for people to make that kind of commitment. So it takes a lot of time in our lives, that we're building up all of these barriers to our heart. And not only to our heart, but all of these traumatic events, all of the relationships that caused us pain, or the moments that we were rejected or that we rejected, creates a kind of body armoring. So we have this defense system that actually physically creates body armor. We have these kind of tensions in our field that are really as if we had armor on. So the first 3 sessions, we're working with a system in the body that is allowing these stress patterns to dissolve. So we're starting to open up the system. I mean, we're not really doing anything, but the treatment itself is doing this thing. It's starting to create an unwinding process, and the body enters a deep trust with the holding environment that the practitioner is creating for them. So each time there is a deeper space inside, so that slowly there is a regeneration process happening, but more than anything it's an opening, and there's a regulation that is being encouraged. The body is starting to find its own sense of regulation, and the meridian flow is also finding a more harmonious flow as it releases itself from its control cycles, and it goes into a much more natural creative cycle. So these first 3 sessions are really balancing out what's going on in the system to give us a foundation, a preparation for the further 7. And in the next 7, we're dealing with specific areas each week in the head and the face and in the neck, and looking at different aspects of lungs and all of the meridian system and its effect on the organs and the chakras and the zones of therapy. And when we start there, each week we're looking at a different area that has some have a deep physical response in the body, and some an emotional response in the body, and some quiet mind. The monkey mind starts to have a quiet space. Suddenly we give it a job, and the job is actually relax and breathe. So each week we're encouraging the client, as we put our hand on the belly, to follow the breath all the way into the hara and to connect with that 5-element wheel that we also talk about. And there's a deep body breath happening. So very often for clients, the breath is up here. The stress creates a clavicular breathing. People actually lift their shoulders when they breathe, and sometimes it can take 4 or 5 weeks for a person's body to actually relax enough to have diaphragmatic breathing, for all of the intercostal muscles to relax, for the whole body to go into this very different space. So the first 3 sessions are a preparation, and the next 7 sessions are very specific to different aspects of the life.